Okay, let's get it. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Black Mon Critic here. We are live. You're live with Yona of the Dawn. All right, finally back to reacting to Yona of the Dawn. I wanted to get back to reactions yesterday, but I think I was just like burnt out. Like I went to sleep way too late to get my Alita video out yesterday morning. Like I got it out like super early in the morning. Like I think it was like two 2:30 a.m. by the time I had finished like putting everything together and then uploading it, and then it took like around 20 something minutes for the video to upload. So I went to sleep super late. Woke up the next morning and I was just like I was pretty tired. So I only did like the one stream yesterday. I wanted to do some other streams as well, but I was like I was just tired. So today we're gonna get back to Yona finally. All right, we're gonna be doing chapters 57 and 59. We're gonna finish volume 10. We're gonna start volume 11 next Tuesday. All right, I want to read these 3 chapters. So I've tried to keep it to like 3, just because again I want to read like one half of a volume on one day, one half of the volume on another day. And like if a volume has like 8 chapters, then I can split it like 4 and 4. So the only reason I've really been sort of doing like 3 and 3 streams is because the volumes might only have like 6 chapters. So if a volume has 6 chapters, I'll split it that way, and it just, one, it makes it easier for me to to sort of like read and react to, and 2, like the videos aren't as long. Like if I do like my Alita reactions tend to be way longer than like my Yona reactions and other reactions generally. So again, like it's just that's really the only reason why I'm doing 3 chapters at a time, because if I had to do like multiple volumes at a time, like I just would not be able to keep up like financially with like getting the volumes on for cheap and like doing it that way. So yeah. All right, anyways, the first 3 chapters of volume 10 were really great. I really enjoyed those chapters. As you could sort of see in my last stream. This stream, I'm hoping that they continue with that. So I'm really looking forward to it. And let's get into it. All right. I hope Kusanagi continues with that. So let's get into it. All right. Not Kusanagi. Sorry, Kusanagi. All right. Anyways, let's go. Let's get to 97. See where that's at. Let's see. I'm trying to look for the start to 57. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's full screen it so I can read this thing. All right, but I really enjoy reading Yona. That's one thing. Like, oh, let me share. Let me tweet it out that like so folks know that I'm streaming. But I really enjoy Yona. Like, I think this is like it's a manga that whenever I sort of like ask myself like who would I recommend this manga to, honestly I recommend it to anybody, honestly. But I think I know like the types of people that will love Yona of the Dawn, and the types of people that will like shoo off like Yona of the Dawn. You know what I mean? It's like the type of people that like put out that tweet that were shooing off Sailor Moon. You know what I mean? Like those kinds of people would be like, oh, Yona of the Dawn is not that good. So whatever. So let me just tweet this out. Just so like folks know that I'm reading Yona. I gotta be better about like promoting that. Finishing volume 10. Okay, did that. All right, let's get that out of here. All right, let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Chapter 57 is entitled "Ignorance Precludes Thoughtfulness." Okay. When I see him like that, I can't help feeling suspicious. Yeah. Maybe Gija gets how he feels. Princess Yona, I brought you a chestnut manju today. Why, thank you. Look, everyone. Wait, Your Highness. I just love how like she's just like, yo, dude, don't you get it? Like Taiji, what do you do? Like Taiji, what are you doing? What are you doing? You keep giving me food. You should already know I'm gonna give it to the folks who are starving. Like they're literally starving. Like I'm gonna give it to the folks that are starving. That's what I'm gonna do. I love it. I love it. He's just like, that gift was for you. I'm like, yeah, but she chose it. She's like, you give me a gift. I get to, do whatever I want with that gift. So she's giving it to the folks who need it. All right. I brought other food for the villagers. Please eat that yourself. Oh, thank you. Okay. Here. You haven't eaten anything this morning either, have you, Taijun? Oh my lord. It's just like, yo. Yona. Shouts out to Yona. He just fainted. Died and gone to heaven. In any case, I can't help seeing him as a hindrance to Her Highness. He resembles you somewhat, doesn't he? These are facts. Yo, how so? It's true. She has more energy than anyone else. Uh-huh. But why don't the people here do any work? They claim they can't afford to pay taxes, but isn't it their own fault? Oh my lord, here come those annoying, just ignorant. All right, as the per the chapter title. All right, these ignorant thoughts and opinions. They claim they can't afford to pay any taxes, but isn't it their own fault? What kind of work should they be doing? Well, like growing and selling rice and vegetables. Talk that talk, Yoon. Tell them about it. That field is exhausted. It'll be years before it's fertile enough to produce crops again. Most land around here is like that. The fields can't be revitalized without plenty of time and strong workers to help keep the land irrigated while it recovers. Unfortunately, only women, children, and the elderly live in this village. Oh, true. I've seen no young men. What happened? What happened? They were taken away by order of your father. All the young, healthy male villagers were conscripted as troops. General Kang Sujin is what happened. Yo, talk, you, let's go. I love it, yo. I love when these characters just be like, let me sit you down. Let me spit some facts. I love that. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Let me spit some facts about what's happening here. The ignorance though. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go. Let's keep it moving. Then that's just how it is. All who live in Fire Tribe lands are subject to my father's orders. Whose side are you on? Yona is a bandit who has claimed this area as her own. I would like Her Highness to stop pretending to be a bandit. She needs to cut her ties with people like you. If necessary, I'll find her a safe place to live. It's been a whole bum. I mean, he's learning, but he's still very trash in certain ways. All right. Now listen, Yona is Yoon. If you raise your voice, people will be alarmed. Oh, sorry. This guy doesn't have a clue about anything. These are kind of facts. So, how dare you speak to me, boy? This guy. This is why I hate commoners. Taijun. Yes? I'm going to check on the villagers. Want to come with me? With you? Sure. This is one thing that I think, again, in the context of this story, a character like Taijun is not going to change just by being told that these things are happening, and this is why, right? So this is why you should fix your, right? Come on, stop, right? So there's a different approach that you have to take with a character like Taiju in this story. If this was our reality, right? I'm not saying this is, you should learn from Yona and no. I would not do that. That's not me. I wouldn't take that approach. Depending on it would depend on who I'm talking to. But Taijun is this ain't gonna Yoon yelling and being yo. That's not gonna work with him in the context of the story. You need someone like Yona who he admires and will listen to intently to be this is what's going on. You need to see this for yourself. think about what you're doing and what your father's doing and like fix it. All right. Walking somewhere with her. This is wonderful. I'm walking up Princess Yona's side. I love how like Hak, Gija, and Jeha are keeping Taijun in their sights from above and behind. Uncle Sato, how much did you gather? Not much, alas. I went farther out and found some nuts and fruits, though. I thought some other plants might be edible, so I picked them up just in case. Good thought. Let's ask Yoon about them later. Wild plants. Oh, hold on a moment. Woo. Yona, she's gotten so much better with the bow. Here, have this for dinner. Wow, you're getting better all the time, aren't you? She's become so resourceful. Yona, the growth, though. Okay. Earlier, you asked why they don't work. Gathering food and raising the children is their work. Oh my goodness, Yona talking that talk. We're helping them do that. But as things stand, they can't save any money or pay their taxes. I hate to admit it, but there's only so much we can do. Auntie Mei Li, how are you today? Not so great. My joints all ache, and it's cold in here. Oh, there's wind getting through this crack. I'll patch it up. Make it snappy. And who's this bland-looking fellow? Yo. I already love her already. That's like auntie. That's auntie. All right. Is that fellow you're usually coming with? You're usually with coming too? The black-haired one? Hawk? What a marvelous lad. Those looks, those muscles. He's a sexy one. Yeah. Talk about it. Let's go. Wouldn't mind him warming me up. I love you. You'll love to see it. I love that. Oh my goodness. You should bring him instead of this guy. It's not even shade. It's just straight up like this man whack. He's whack. Oh my god. That's so great. I love that. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Morning Haze. Thank you. Oh my goodness, this is so funny. Yo, I love this chapter is one of my favorites so far. I love it. Oh my god. Let me get my charger because I gotta charge my laptop. Yo, I'm done. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Alright. That's right. I'm not supposed to be here. You've got some kind of connection that doesn't interest me. If you're not doing anything, rub my shoulders. Hold on. Okay. Yo, why me? Please? I'm busy fixing this. It's no trouble at all. Of course I can rub. But put in that work, Taijun. But put in that work. Yo, and he just got smacked. Yeah, Auntie was like, that's not it. That's not it. That's not how you massage at all. Stop it. What was that for? A woman's body is delicate. Rub my soldiers as if you're wrapping them in silk. Woman. Yo. Ow. Boom. It still hurts. Boom. Now it's too light. Boom. What's wrong with you? It's like being nibbled on by a mosquito. Yeah. Why? What did I do to deserve such treatment? No one but my brother has ever hit me so much. Me of all people. Me of all people. Yo, no one said they wanted you here. I'd much prefer the other lad. Yo, watch your mouth. If this were Saika, you. Yep, Yona's like, let's see what this guy does. Let's see what you do. What you gonna do, Taijun? Her Highness hasn't uttered a word of complaint. She's the most important person in the nation. The sound of her hammering is uneven, but she's working so hard. Ma'am, then Hawk came through. Yo, it's like, dude, why don't you go figure out how to do some real massage work somewhere else? Cause this ain't what you would do. It ain't it, sir. What are you doing here? Apparently, I had an appointment here. You can head on home to your government office. Looks like this is beyond you. I was just about to do it. Oh, I was. You're dismissed. Yo, you're quite good at this. This is heavenly. Thanks. I used to have to massage my grandpa, so I know what the elderly like. Yo, that experience though. That experience though. Don't treat me like I'm elderly. Why did she hit me this time? You shouldn't say things like that, Hawk. Women want to think the people they like see them as eternally young. And not even necessarily is like that, right? So much as just like not like as like someone who are like I don't know, like just not in a negative sort of way, you know? I don't think Hawk meant that at all. But you know, this is who she is. She's just like, yo, don't call me elderly. I don't like that. All right. Anyway, I'll do this. Get out, Hawk. Okay. Huh? What's the matter? What's the matter, Sir Hyukchi? A government official, and it's Hyukchi. This is bad. If he finds me here, and realizes I took food from the barracks, well, you heard the man. He stole supplies. Let's turn him in. Yoink. All right. Let's see. Oh, they hit him. Don't make a sound. Oh, she. Well, even if it's coincidence, I'm under the covers with Her Highness. Shoved under. Sure is cramped. Yo, Hawk's under there too. Yay. Ah, the Thunder Beast is under the same covers. Go hide in a closet. Well, I think you should hide in a pot, Lord Taijun. What is it? Why are you entering my house without permission? Excuse me, I'm from the Southern Government Office. What do you want? I don't like officials. Yo, she just like, I don't like you. Why are you here? Hyukchi. Sir Hyukchi, do you think we'll find anything here? Well... Oh, what's under that lumpy blanket? Oh my goodness. Stop. Why? What do you have to hide? Are you harboring bandits? That's my husband under there sleeping. He's caught that illness that's been going around. No doctor will see him, so I've kept him inside and cared for him myself. Oh, slick. Let's go. Look if you want. Don't come crying to me when you get sick. I've seen enough. Let's go, Sir Hyukchi. Okay, so they left. Are they looking for us? Yija and Jeha aren't around right now. Let's lie low and keep our eyes open. If they cross a line, I'll send them packing. My troops are annoyed. Sharing food from the barracks with the people won't ultimately change anything. I mean, it's helpful, right? Like, but like, there's like more, like there are like systemic changes that have to be put into place, or that have to be implemented for that change that you're looking for. Otherwise, you're just like putting, you're just like patching up, like otherwise you're just like painting over like mold. You know what I mean? Like painting over mold isn't gonna get rid of the mold. It's just gonna like cover the mold, and eventually like you'll just have more mold growing, and then it's disgusting. All right, bye, Auntie. Bye, Auntie Meili. I'll come again. Ma'am. Thank you for protecting me today. Next time, I'll massage your shoulders. Yo. And she's like, I'll pass. I'd rather have that sexy man's hands on me. Yo, she's just like, look, that's cool, but I don't want your massage. I love that. Because like in other manga, like in like sort of maybe like simpler kind of like manga, you'd have that interaction be like, I'd like that. Where like she wouldn't change her mind or anything like that, but she was just like, no. Thank you, but I don't want your massage. I love that. All right. She was in a good mood today. That was a good mood. Auntie Meili doesn't like to betray her emotions, so she always says mean things. I think she liked you, Taijun. Really? Her son was taken away to the city of Saika to become a soldier 10 years ago. She's been depressed ever since. I've heard her say that if she could use her legs, she'd clobber her ungrateful son. She's tremendously lonely, but she'd never let herself cry in front of anyone. Young men who are brought to the city of Saika undergo strict training. If they try to run away, they're punished. Without an exceptionally good reason, they never return to their villages. Serving Saika's army is an honor. It's an honor. At least it's supposed to be. Lord Taijun, what in the world are you doing? That hurts, my lord. Oh, I merely want to show you I appreciate your hard work. I left you hungry and all. It hurts, huh? What? My lord, there's truly no need for... Ow, 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 ow. That hurts too, huh? Not like that, Lord Taijun. Look, like this. Ah. Huh? How did you do that? Watch closely. And then when he tries, it's like, ah! Where is the village you're from? My village? It's out east. Do you want to go back there? No. You don't want to go home? As far as I know, my parents have both died. If I went home, there'd only be painful memories waiting. I wanted to try to live in Saika, but I don't have much money. I was born in Saika. I've never known any hardship. Does that bother you? What are you saying, my lord? That's only natural. You're the general's son. Your role in life is to strengthen the fire tribe in our interests. I admire you. Your circumstances don't bother me at all. To strengthen the fire tribe? Yes. I've never raised a single objection to how my father and brother have shaped our people. But that's because I never took a close look at things. At this rate, the fire tribe won't advance at all, or even have any real future. There's only so much we can do. That's because she's working as a bandit, not a princess. And me, who am I? I am Kang Taijun, son of the fire tribe's chief, Kang Shujin. So there must be something I can do to help her, strengthen the fire tribe. Something only I can do. This is going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to this. Okay. Ow, Lord Taijun. Chapter 57, end. Okay. That was pretty good. All right. So, move on to chapter 58. That chapter was really great. I love that chapter. Like, that was a chapter. That's what I like to see. Okay. So, now we move on to chapter 58. And let's see what's going on. Let's see what we've got. Okay. What's on your mind, Lord Taijun? Hyuchi. What do you think I can do for Princess Yona? Princess Yona? What? Well, I mean, oh no, I said that out loud. I'll be sure to burn incense for Her Highness, so don't fret. Just focus on your work. I'm going to do some reconnaissance. He stays saying, I'm going to do some reconnaissance. Hyuchi's not he's not, I think he's got to be aware at some level that, something else is going on. He might not necessarily know what, but I'm definitely sure he knows, something is going on. Okay. Chapter 58 is entitled Courageous and Cowardly. All right. Yona. Hey, Yona. Just stop, okay? She's as shaky as a newborn fawn. Your Highness, allow me to do it. Shut up, Hawk. I'm fine. I need to build up strength. Besides, we need as much water as we can carry. Princess Yona! Okay. Your Highness, so this is where you are. Taijun. I never imagined I'd run into you here. It must be fate. Since you're here, would you like to ride my horse? Pull him down, Whitesnake. Sure. Perfect timing, Taijun. Come with us. Yes, of course. I'll carry your things. We're counting on you. All right. I'll get the cart hitched to the horse. Who said anything about carrying your things? Princess Yona, where are we? Everyone, we've brought water. This is even worse than Catan Village. Oh my goodness. Run-down houses. Everyone has such vacant eyes. And the stench. Oh my goodness. Water. And then he flinches. Wow. And then Yona takes his hand, Taijun's hand. Are you telling me not to look away? Here you go. Slowly now. I'll boil some water and then we can get you cleaned up. Villages like this aren't usual in Fire Tribe lands. Aren't unusual in Fire Tribe lands. No clean water, disease everywhere. Every home has been. Oh, sorry. One of my fiance sneezed, and I was like, but I'm good. All right. Every home. Bless you. Okay. Every home has been ravaged by bandits, and government officials don't even bother to check in. With no law and order, merchants can't safely go everywhere like they'd like to. Is it all right for Her Highness to get so close to sick people? I tell her to be more careful, but she doesn't listen. But it's dangerous. That won't stop her. She wants to defend Koka, the way King Eel dreamed of. She's trying to make up for everything she didn't do when she was princess of our country. Yun, or whatever your name is, I'd like to discuss something with you. Lord Taijun, what's the meaning of this? Yo, okay. I received word that the Dark Dragon and the Happy Hungry Bunch. I love that name. That name is so great. It so captures like everything that is Yona. Like there's like those dark undertones, but like that very just like happy sort of kind of like vibe that Yona brings in the story. Okay, I've received word that the Dark Dragon and the Happy Hungry Bunch have been passing through this area. Therefore, I believe it's an ideal location for our countermeasure headquarters. Countermeasure headquarters? In this lawless area? Think, man, that's why it should be here. But there are so many sick people here. If something were to happen to you... You're right, that would be dreadful. Huh? I want to set up our countermeasure headquarters here, but I don't want to fall ill. So we're going to have to make some improvements around here. We need to put in a source of clean water and bring a doctor here to tend to the sick. And naturally, since this will be our countermeasure headquarters, we'll need groups of soldiers to take turns patrolling the area. Bring food in from Saika. I should be able to pull some strings. Yo, let's go. At least, yo. Well, look at that. Taijun's doing something quite interesting. Was this your idea, Yoon? Yeah. Yo. He said he wanted to help Yona, but I'm worried. Government officials usually oppress the common people. Facts. Oh no, look. Move it. Stay back. Stop that. If Her Highness hears about this. But Lord Taijun, he touched me with his filthy body. You are forbidden to harm citizens. Damn right. From now on, anyone who harms a citizen will be severely punished. Word. It's like, what are you doing, man? Scumbag. Okay. Wow. Living quarters for our men have been constructed, and the village is looking better already. Things are going so well. Okay. I hope Her Highness likes what I'm doing. Oh my, the village has become so lively. You're so wonderful, Taija. This is what he's thinking of. Haha. Well, my sense of justice couldn't let things stay as they are. Stay as they were, sorry. God. Kilson? Kilson? What happened? One of the soldiers collapsed. Kilson, are you okay? Is he sick? No surprise working here. That could be me. The doctor. Where is the doctor? He hasn't arrived. Actually, I haven't seen him at all recently. What do you bet he ran away? Then I'll carry this man. Lay out bedding in the living quarters. You're letting disease into the living quarters? I'll tend to him in my room. Lord Taijun, I've been told that this illness can be cured in the early stages with clean water, rest, and nutritious food. You heard that? From who? From whom? Some doctor. Villagers have made complete recoveries. Hey, Yoon. Yo, Yoon is... shouts out to Yoon, man. I'll handle this myself. Don't worry about me. Go back to your duties. I won't let something like this keep Her Highness from smiling. Okay. Is Lord Taijun all right? I brought him in, but now what do I do? I don't know how to care for him. What's more, I really could get sick myself. What should I do? I should quarantine this room immediately and never enter it again. Lord Taijun, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I brought disease under this roof. Rather than cause difficulties for you, I will end my life. Yo. I'm so stupid. Lord Taijun? Don't say such ridiculous things. I will prove that this illness can be cured. I want you to relax and think of this as as time off. Lord Taijun. Excuse me. My name is Kilson. Please remember it. That's right, Kilson. Your name is Kilson. Boil some water and food. Let's see. Instructions from you. Okay. Is Lord Taijun really nursing Kilson personally? Our lord's doing that? Ugh. Oh, this dude collapsed. Huh? Yo. Weren't you scared? It's not as if I had no reservations. I gave him some medicine. You're from Saika, aren't you? Yeah, what about it? My home village was a lot like this place. Seeing people like him, well, it reminds me of my parents. Me too. And also, Lord Taijun's doing so much to help Kilson. If we act like cowards, we're an embarrassment to the whole fire tribe. That's what I like this. Look, again, when you do things like setting an example does, like, it helps. It helps, right? You can't just be like, oh, even though I try to set an example, nothing happened. It's like, that doesn't mean you don't do the work. It doesn't mean you try to. It doesn't mean you stop trying to help people. Let's see. Lord Taijun, of all people, when he arrived, he was so useless. He couldn't even remember our names. Huh. He addressed me by name the other day. He did? Boil the water. Water. What does that say? Water drop. What? I gotta zoom in. Water drop wort. Water drop wort lowers fever. Okay. Is he a bit better? It's hard to be sure. This is much tougher than I expected. I can't move. Did I catch his illness? Am I sick now too? Will I end up like that? No. I don't want to be here. Should I run away? Where to? Someplace far away. Where to? To Saika. I'll be safe. In the palace. My body feels so heavy. I feel like I'm being pulled down. Princess. Huh? Your Highness. Taijun seems awfully worn out. How's his patient, Yun? It's night already? Did they sneak in here? He's fine. He'll be on his feet in 2 or 3 days. Huh? He will? Yeah, thanks to you treating him so quickly. Good job. Oh, man. This panel right here. This panel right here. Yo, he's just like, this is such a good panel, yo. I love this. This is it. Yo. I'm sorry, Kilson. You helped him. What are you sorry for? You know he's not dead, right? He'll be fine. Taijun. I was surprised by how much nicer the village looks now, and the way you nursed this man. I couldn't have done all this. We never could have done this without you. My sense of justice couldn't leave things as they were. I'm sorry, that's not true. To be honest, I almost ran away so many times. I was going to abandon a subordinate who was willing to risk his own life for me. Before, when you came after me and Hawk, even if your troops were hurt or dying, you smiled as if nothing was wrong. I hated that so much. But now, you're completely different. I'm glad I had the chance to meet you now. That's the truth. Princess Yoon, we've got to move. The Hungry Bunch made a secret passage in the ceiling. Yo, that's dope. Okay, we're leaving now. Huh? Did she just confess to having feelings for me? No, she didn't. And he said, smack. And open the door once in a while, you idiot. The door? Idiot. I suppose I've had it closed all the time. All this time. Oh? What are they all doing here? They all wanted to see Killsong, but you wouldn't open up. I'll change his water. Huh? Hey, the door's open. Lord Taijun. How's Killsong? Is he alright? Is he going to make it? He's alright. He'll be fine in 2 or 3 days. Wow, Killsong, that's great. Thank you, my lord. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I haven't been any use, but from now on, I'll do better. I will too, Your Highness. Yo, yes. Let's protect the Fire Tribe and our countrymen together. Princess Yona, I hope you'll watch me. Chapter 58 end. That's what I like to see. I love manga that do work like that, where it's not just like, okay, I gotta set up this little thing. It's like everything sort of starts like from the that sort of systemic change starts from like the ground up. It doesn't mean that it can't start from like a higher sort of place, you know what I mean? But usually those sorts of that type of work usually starts from the ground, from the ground, those sorts of like movements and stuff. So I'm really glad that we sort of got to see that, and that also, right, that sort of work wouldn't have been able to come to fruition without someone from such a high position saying, yo, this is what we have to do. You know what I mean? I love that. I love that it's like, okay, like it's like, yes, you can do like, right, there are individuals like Yona and Hawk and Gija and Jaiha and Jeha and Sinha, right, and Zeno who are doing, and Yoon who are doing all of this work, right, and Al too, right? Al's helping you, right? But they can only do so much, right? Like they like it's important work, but they can only do so much because of the access that they have, right, and the connections and the resources that they have. And Taijin has like so much, right? He has so many resources that he has access to, that it makes total sense that he could just be like, all right, let's build this institution. Let's have soldiers come here and move around and make sure things are okay. Let's bring in food. Let's bring in clean water. Let's make sure that this is something that can happen round the clock. And like again, it's only feasible because those changes happened not necessarily at like a systemic level, like in terms of, I want to get to 59, but like maybe but like I mean it is kind of systemic because like he is very much also sort of like part of the system, but it's not necessarily systemic because it's not something that is happening everywhere, right? Where like in every place that is governed by the Fire Tribe. That's why it's not necessarily a systemic change so much as a change that is realistic because, or a change that is realistic, but a change that is feasible because Taijun is a part of the system, right, and is a high sort of ranking official of that system that is in place. So that's why that can happen. But it's not really. It's not necessarily like a systemic change in the sense that it's happening like on a systemic sort of like level, right? Okay. All right. Let's move on. Chapter 59. I don't think. I think there is an anime adaptation, but I don't think it covers a lot, and I don't know if there are other seasons coming. I haven't watched the anime adaptation yet, but I know there is one. So if that's something that you would like to check out, definitely check it out. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm pretty sure there is an anime adaptation. So if it's something that you want to check out, definitely, it's probably you could probably find it on Crunchyroll or Verve. Like Verve is, I use Verve because like it allows me like access to like both Crunchyroll and Funimation and other things at kind of a cheaper price, I guess. I paid $10 for or I don't know, maybe it's not 10. It might be less than that. I feel like it is 10. It's like $9.99 or whatever for like Crunchyroll and Funimation and some other things too. So if you want to check it out, I think those are platforms that you can use. But if there are other platforms, like, I don't know, maybe it might be on like Netflix or Hulu. I'm not sure. I don't know. So you can check it out there too. Okay. So let's see. So we're going to do chapter 59, and then I'm going to end the stream here, and then I'm going to get to my Battle Angel Alita stream, because I do want to get that done too. But that's not going to be until probably like 4:30 or something like that. All right. So chapter 59. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Lately, we've heard a lot about government officials oppressing people. That second son's been keeping them in line. But there's still lots to do. We can't fix everything overnight. We need to find a crop that can thrive here. Yo. Hey, Yona. I'm thinking of leaving Fire Tribe lands for a while. Whoa. Okay. Listen, chapter 59 is entitled You Are My Wish. Okay. Listen up, everyone. Kil-sun has made a complete recovery. Kil-sun, don't worry us like that, idiot. Hey, should you be coming so close to me? Well, it shouldn't be contagious now. We're all used to sick people. We're tough. If we take care of ourselves, we shouldn't catch anything. You just don't have enough training, Kil-sun. What was that? Okay, attention please. We've gotten word that the Hungry Bunch has been seen in Enli Village, north of here. We're going to head there immediately and develop countermeasures. What's with that look? Huh? Countermeasures? Isn't this the countermeasure headquarters? Well, about that. I've decided to turn the living quarters into a clinic. What? Kil-sun has made a full recovery, and illnesses should be treated in a clean environment. I'm having a new doctor come here. Everyone, come with me to Enli Village. Let's go, Hyuk-chi. Take care, Granny. Hyuk-chi. Aww. Does this seem strange to you? Enli Village is as run down as this one. Where'd you get that information about bandits? There was no talk of bandits the whole time we've been here. Lord Taijun is giving us an order. I'm going. And this is the thing, right? Where it's like your leadership, is pretty crucial. And that's not to say that like people necessarily need leaders, right? But I think like that when those systems are in place, right, where you have like a leader and then you have individuals who sort of follow like particular orders and that sort of thing, and right, like management, whatever you want to call it. Like it's important that like it's really important to set like that particular example, and for people to want to follow things that like to follow suggestions or orders that you give out, right? That's super critical. Otherwise, Kil-sun would never have done what he's doing right now, right? Where he's just like, I trust him because he's shown me, and his action, right? Taijun's actions have shown me that like, yo, that's something that I should do because he helped me. He took care of he took care of me himself, right? And he set up all these different things, and that kept me alive. Like, that stuff matters. Lord Taijun could have caught the sickness I had, and yet he did all he could to save me. I'll never forget that. Besides, the things he's trying to do seem good to me. Let's get going. Ask the other government offices for assistance. and leave village. This place is awful too. It's good to have a challenge. He's gotten all gutsy since he was sick. Yeah. And Sir Hyukchi is always amazing. Yeah. Okay. Hyukchi, I love, like, Hyukchi is, like, another character that I really like because he's just watching all of this, like, sort of unfold. You know what I mean? And he hasn't said anything, sort of, like, on the contrary, right? Like, he hasn't been like, why are you taking all this food? Why are you doing this? You shouldn't be doing this, right? He hasn't said anything. So at some level, like, you can sort of, like, assume that he agrees with what Taijun is doing. And it's nice. It's nice. So he's kind of supporting him silently. All right. Hey, are you all right? Ugh. It doesn't seem like the same disease that's been going around. Our doctor is at our new clinic today. He has a stomach ache. Do you know him, Lord Taijun? I'm a medicine seller. I live nearby. You ate some poisonous plants. Swallow this powder with some water. Slowly. You can't be here. What are you talking about? I'm just an honest fire tribe citizen. Government officials don't recognize him since he's not a hungry bunch fighter. Mm-hmm. Yona wanted to come too, but it really wasn't possible. What? Hey, Hank, can I go if I disguise myself with Sinha's fluff? Not a chance. I'll treat people here today. Leave the sick and injured to me. But you sure are a sly one, Lord Taijun. I noticed you'd been doing a lot of recon lately. Have you been trying to seduce this cute girl? Oh my lord. Huh? I'll have you know I'm a pretty boy. Huh? A boy? Well, that's fine too. Nice to meet you. Desperate to see pretty faces after being surrounded by stuffy men. Sick folks and the elderly. Yo. Teach us how to make some simple medicine later. Sure. What is it? I was just thinking that maybe nobody's completely evil after all. Huh? I thought you officials would all be scarier. What? Well, your face is scary. Look who's talking, brute. I've been trying to do better. Bring all the sick people to me. I'll examine the serious cases first. Okay. Yun sure is popular. He carried Yun here. Yo. Of course, I mean, this is the thing, right? It's like the way that Yun is treated as a character in this narrative, in Yona of the Dawn. I can't help but think of other characters, Sakura, right? From other stories who had particular skill sets, right? In particular, like medical sort of skills, right? And are treated like hot garbage after a certain point because the stories that they're a part of don't value medical, right, and caretaking skill sets in the same way as like, oh, I can use a sword and I can, like, beat down some other person fairly quickly, and I can use, this powerful ability or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that's really important, and like you see it all the time. So I love that. I love that Yoon is like right now, like people are like, yo, this dude is so cool. He can make medicines and he can take care of folks, and he's like, that's awesome. I love that. All right. Medicine from geckos? Yep. I dry cockroaches and leeches too. Really? Aha. Does that strike you as an unusually large group interested in learning about medicine? Those guys are all to be pitied. Yo, old man, don't sit there. Go inside your house. What's the matter? This man doesn't want to budge from this spot. Grandpa, you're all smelly. Old man, we aren't getting any work done. Someone toss something? Oh, hey, Zeno. Zeno, the energy, like literal sunlight, yo. Okay. Oh, you. What are you doing here? Oh, hey, it's the ginger broth guy. Just having some fun. Stop calling me that. This is not a fair ground. Um, uh, uh, did you like that, Grandpa? Come on, let's get you washed up. Hmm, you're amazing. Hmm? No, not really. People are mirrors. If you smile, they'll smile back. Now a child is saying things that I can learn from. Hey, you got a lot to learn. You got a lot to learn. Also, don't disrespect children like that, because you can learn a lot from children. I learn from like kids, like I mean, at least when I was like teaching, when I was able to sort of like teach, like and subbing and doing all of that. Like I learned and work and teaching on Saturdays. Like I learned from those kids every single class session, something, you know. All right, Her Highness trusts people like you, and keeps them at her side. You got a good expression. And look, all these people have mirrored it. Listen, Zeno predicts that you're going to become someone important to Coca. Yo. Zeno. Yo. Someone important? How so? Couldn't say. It's just a hunch. I don't need to become someone important. Huh? What I truly wish is that... Okay, let's see. Lunch, everyone. Okay. This meatball soup is delicious. So this is the pickled plum and beefsteak plant rice gruel? Marry me, Yoon. Yoon is a catch. Mom. Hands to yourself, please. All right, this is so good. All right. Let's see. What does that say? It says the ingredients were brought from Saika. Okay. It really is good. Delicious. It's been so long since we've had such a lively night with such tasty food. Do your shoulders hurt? I'm quite good at massage. That hurts. He's trying. It does, huh? Not like that, Lord Daijun. You've got to knead here. Ah. Long, long ago, when the okay, so this is like a song. It's like long, long ago, when the crimson sun was devoured and darkness fell on the earth, the four dragons called to one another and bowed their heads. I haven't heard this song in years. What's it called again? They bowed their heads to the fire dragon, the god of fire. Children of the fire tribe grow up hearing it. Yeah, I used to sing it all the time. It's about Hiryu, the fire dragon, and the story of how Coca was founded. The fire dragon is another name from the Crimson Dragon King, who ruled the world. And the song tells how the fire tribe are his descendants. I believed that until I was 8. The other tribes probably think it's a pretty arrogant song. My father always said that our tribe is descended from the Crimson Dragon King. That's why he was determined to reclaim Hiryu Palace someday. I was proud of that. But is that what the Crimson Dragon King stood for? He was a king, but he loved all people, and the 4 dragon warriors loved him too. The goal he strove for, the world he envisioned, wasn't a palace or throne. Didn't he dream of something smaller, but more meaningful? Good evening. Isn't it a lovely night? Yo, yes. It's similar to what she dreams of. Your Highness. Yo. Hey, Yona the Fire Dragon. It's dope. Okay. See, you mustn't be here. I know. Don't turn around. Just listen. I came to say goodbye. Huh? We're leaving these lands tomorrow. Yoon wants to find a crop that will thrive here. We're going with him. But you'll be coming back? Yes. Also, Auntie Mei Li just passed away. What? This morning. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner. She'd been ill for a long time. Yoon was worried about her. I see. I'd been thinking that someday, when I returned to Saika, I'd look for her son, the soldier. But it's too late. Someday is too late. God damn it. Man. She wasn't the only one. None of us can be sure of seeing someone again. There are still so many people who need our support. Who need support. Taijun, can I entrust you with this task? Protect everyone in the fire tribe. For someone like me to be given such a task, there is no greater honor. Yo, I don't need to become an important figure. I just hope, with all my heart, that you will be happy. I'll be awaiting your safe return. Yo. Oh, man. My heart, yo. That was awesome. Huh? Yoon's not here. He left his medicine behind. Neither is that dancing boy. Yoon? Where are you? Let's talk. Lord Taijun. He's like, oh, marry me. Lord Taijun. Why are you prostrating yourself? Shut up. Huh? We can't return to Psycha Palace until we've captured the Hungry Bunch. We'll probably never go back home, Lord Taijun. That sounds... Hyuchi, what did you hear? Lord Taijun, Yoon is gone. Quiet down, fools. It's time to head back to headquarters. We've got more work to do tomorrow. We'll show those bandits by making this land beautiful. Yo. That's how you end a volume. Wow. Let's see, there's a little bit... Wow. That's how you end a volume, yo. That's how you do that. That's how you do that. That was phenomenal. I guess so. I don't know if I would consider it to be like Avatar. Like, I mean, in some ways maybe. I think it's pretty different. I think it's pretty different just because of the demographic, of the shoujo demographic. But I think there are some things about it that are very much so Avatar, like, not inspired, but are like, there are sort of like different like similarities, like the different tribes, like the fire tribe and the wind tribe and the, you know, like those sorts of things. I would say so, definitely. Like there's that, and that they're like, each tribe sort of has like different, you know, different cultural values and different customs, and they're dealing with different political issues. I think that much is definitely true. And I would say there are some similarities to like Aang and Yona in terms of sort of not being able to not being able to, right? I think like Aang is sort of different. Like with Aang, like he literally like was not able to do his sort of duties as an avatar because he was like frozen in a iceberg, right? Like he was frozen. So like there was like a physical thing like stopping him from doing that, right? With and the only reason he even came out of that iceberg was because of like Katara and Sokka, right? So but with Yona, it's like it's different because like she was coddled, she was taken care of, she was pampered, you know, and before the death of her father, right? Like she couldn't, like she wasn't really doing much. That's not to say, right? Like, so there were things that like if she was aware of certain things, I feel like Yona would have gotten more, definitely like sort of try to implement certain things. But I think like it's important that she's able to sort of like move around and see certain things and try to make certain changes. and the ground level, as well as sort of hoping to do that at a systemic level. And I think there's similarities there where they are trying to sort of do things and travel around and notice that there are issues in these areas, and that they can sort of do things to help people. I think Yona is different in that, with Avatar, it was more so about Aang learning different types of bending and being able to defeat the fire, like right to defeat Ozai, and helping people along the way. But I think that like the stuff that Yona and the four dragons are doing, right, like with Gija Zeno, Sinha, Jeha, and Hawk, right, aka the Thunder Beast, right? That Yona's doing with them, like, and Yoon, right, and Ao, right? Very different, very different. There's like very like clear like, and it's not to say that they've been doing this the whole time, but I think for the most part, this is stuff that they've been doing, right? Like they've been sort of, yeah. I would say it's romance. I wouldn't say it's romance heavy. I guess it is, but it feels more like a. It feels more like a reverse harem, like but in the sense that like, I think it's very clear that Yona is sort of meant to be with Hawk. Like I think if you read Yona and you get up to this point, I think to me it's very clear like that Yona and Hawk are supposed to be an item, and that's sort of what's being pushed, because I think the ways it's like right, like Yona has a connection with all of them, and I think they all care about her at some level, and they all have some sort of like romantic inclinations, like in terms of like like wanting to be with her, except for Yoon. I don't think Yoon that's not really like implied. I think Yoon and Yona are sort of like very like platonic in their relationship, but like it feels like right. But I think like with the four dragons, a big part of it is sort of like there are sort of romantic inclinations, and those are kind of like played up for comedic value. But I think to me it's very clear that the story is sort of going in the direction of Yona and Hawk are supposed to be together, and that's what it's supposed to be. And there's also at the beginning, like Yona's initial love interest is Suwon, but Suwon is a character. So I would say definitely check it out for yourself to see how you feel about it. And I'm not gonna spoil anything in terms of how the sort of like the beginning goes. I'm not gonna say that, because I think that's sort of what draws you in, and it's sort of and the beginning is sort of something that you see quite a bit of, like it influences sort of Yona's relationship with certain people and the decisions that she makes like as like the story goes along. But like I remember reading the first chapter and I loved that first chapter. Like I thought it was a phenomenal first chapter. It was so good. And I think hopefully the anime does a really wonderful job with that as well. I think it should. But I think like, oh, it was so good. That first chapter was phenomenal. So great. So definitely check that out. But yeah. And I think that's one reason why I love Yona though, because it's like it's very clear of who is supposed to be with whom, like, or who, like, right, like it's like yes, Yona and Hawk, that like that's the ship, but it doesn't. But by no means doesn't mean that you can't ship other characters and other things like that. So I really like Yona. I really like Yona a lot, and it just gets better as you're reading. And Yona's growth is very organic in a really nice way. So by the time you get to this point where you see Yona doing all these things, trying to help individuals and do all that stuff, it's like, yo, it's so dope. It's so dope. So definitely check it out. Yeah, Haikyu is fantastic. I adore Haikyu so much. I can't even. If I had to mention like 3 sports series that people should check out, it would be like Hikaru no Go would be one. Haikyu, of course. Hikaru no Go I adore. And I think the third one would probably be I guess Real is really good. And there's some other ones too. Like there are other sports. Like I'm trying to think of like sports manga. Like people really love Tepu. Like Tepu is one that people really love. That's like very woman centered. So that's another one that I would advise you to check out. I'm trying to think of like sports. There's one. I think it's called like. Damn, I can't remember. But it's like it's like softball inspired or baseball inspired. That one is one that people really love, so you could definitely check that one out too. But I really love these. All right, so let me get back to Yona. So I love these chapters. These chapters are dope. I like again the growth. Like it totally makes sense. Like for Yona to sort of grow in the way that she does. Like it makes total sense. And you feel like and it's just been 59 chapters, but you feel like as a reader, you've sort of earned that, like you've sort of earned like the like sort of right to see that growth in this way. Yeah. I mean, I think like when it comes to sort of like manga, if what I would do is read whatever, you know, you just start by reading whatever. There are always, you know, suggestions, but and there are people that I think give out really, really great suggestions. So part of it depends on like what your tastes are, like what your initial tastes are, and go with that. You know, go with your initial tastes. And then if you, you know, if you like the stuff that you read, then and sometimes it's a bit easier to kind of branch out. But sometimes it's also good to just kind of like read whatever and see how you feel about it. But I think it helps to like go with your taste first because you really sort of grow like to have this like very organic kind of love of manga, and then you just want to read all of them. And then you just want to read all the manga. So, you know, like for me, I started with shonen. I started with a lot of shonen. And I actually have 2 videos on the channel that give like particular kind of suggestions. I need to find them and put them in like a playlist, which I think I'll do. Also, on Twitter, I have my Read Them Books initiative where I put out tweets saying, like, this is a manga that you should read or this is a manga that you should read. So definitely check that out. Definitely check those tweets out. You just put in hashtag Read Them Books. And if you find that on Twitter, like, you can just search it. You don't have to follow on Twitter or anything like that. But if you search for the tweets, like, and click on latest, like all of my tweets should pop up, and it'll just be like different suggestions of different manga, and manga that I think are really interesting and like really sort of hook you pretty immediately. So definitely check those out if those are ones that you're looking into. Bloom is so good. Bloom into You is so good. I love that manga. That's like something that's one that I'm gonna shout out. I'm gonna shout that one out too, at some point. Oh man! All right, I gotta get out of here because I gotta get to my other stream. I have to stream Alita today because today is Wednesday. I was supposed to stream Yona yesterday and I didn't, so I'm doing it today because I definitely wanted to get that stream done. So I'm gonna do Battle Angel Alita next in like 20 minutes or so, just so I can kind of rest my voice a little bit. And then I'll get into Alita. Probably read like 5 chapters or so. Because I finished volume 4 last week. And I have to get to volume 5 of the omnibus starting this week. Alright. So, thank you so much for coming through. Everybody that's been watching, thank you so much for coming through. Shouts out to Morning Haze. This is awesome. Just being able to talk to you about all this stuff was dope. Like again, like whenever people are in the chat and leave comments and stuff like that, like it really does mean a lot, and it's just awesome to have those conversations, you know. So let me get out of here. I'm gonna go, and then I'll be back in 20 minutes streaming Battle Angel Alita, which I also love. Also, feel free to check out. So you know, again, leave a like if you love the content. Subscribe if you love the content. I'm working on getting to 1,000 subscribers because I want that community tab, and I think the community tab is very useful. If I wish that YouTube had a community tab at 500 subscribers, because then I wouldn't even really bother about trying to get to 1,000 or whatever. Whatever. But the community tab is really useful. So I'm gonna try to do that, and also follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I'm on Twitter a lot. It's easier to get in contact with me on Twitter than it is on like YouTube or anywhere else. So definitely, follow me on Twitter if you want, just like different opinions on whatever, and manga too. All right, and for the read them books, and become a patron if you haven't already. There's the lowest is like a $5 tier, so check out whichever tier you want. And I have a couple of manga sort of like videos out on there. One on Witch Hat Atelier, the other on Battle Angel Alita. Both of which I really like. I really love doing, and I've got 2 more videos in the works this month. So those will be out. One video will be for Haikyu, and the other video will be for Hikaru no Go, both of which will be Volume 1 reviews. In the future, I plan to do series sort of like discussions for Hikaru no Go and Haikyu, but those will take some time. Like series reviews, I think take a lot of time. So yeah. All right. So they're only going to be Volume 1 reviews. So definitely check it out. Let me get out of here. I'm going to get to Battle Angel Alita at like 4:40 or something like that. And then hopefully I can get to Basada at some point too. I probably won't get to Basada today. I'm going to get to Basada tomorrow along with Paradise Kiss. I'm getting back to both of those because those are great stories too. And I really miss them. All right. So I'm going to go. Shout out to my patrons, Morning Hayes, who's in the chat, Ash, and Key. All right, y'all are dope. It means so. Like I can't really put into words like how much it means to have y'all as patrons, to have that support. Like it means a lot. Like thank you so much. Like really. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some water. Well, I'm gonna put on some tea. So I can have some for the next stream too, and for the next stream. And I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. All right, to part 13 of the Yona of the Dawn Read-A-Thon. All right, chapters 57 to 59. I'm gonna get started on volume 11 next week, so we'll cover chapters 60 to 62, or depending on how many chapters volume 11 has, we'll do like 4 chapters for one stream and 4 chapters for another. But if it's another 6 volume chapter volume, then I'm just gonna do like 3 chapters for one stream and 3 chapters for the subsequent stream. Thank you for coming through. I'm the Black Manga Critic, and I'm outcha.